Now, this brother Elmore Bowling is an example of what quite a few of our people did in American history, more than they like us to know or discuss. And these people did this behind enemy lines with the government and the white community as their ops or their opposition. Now, this brother Elmore Bowling here, he was born in the year of 1908 in Alabama, and he lived his life in Lowndes County, Alabama. So by the year of 1931, Elmore Bowling, he was a hardworking, farmer, hardworking black man, and he aspired to expand his business. So what he did is he went out and purchased a mule and a wagon. Now, his business partner was his wife, Bertha May Nowden Bowling, okay? And again, he was a farmer. He worked hard. By 1931, he's in the livestock business in Lowndes County, Alabama. He worked hard. He made his money. Then he used money that he made from that to buy a Model T Ford, which he converted into a truck. Now, he's working. He's doing what he has to do, and he's starting to make good money. He's making a living by raising livestock, also by hauling things like scrap iron, pretty much anything from other businesses in the area, Lowndes County, and hauling these things to Montgomery using his truck. Now, this brother right here, Elmore Bowling, he eventually built a reputation for being a hardworking, honorable man. And he eventually was able to purchase a fleet of trucks. So he goes and he purchases more trucks. He's moving and shaking. He's working hard. His business flourished. And after that, he bought a 1.5-ton truck. And what he did was convert that truck that he bought so that it could carry passengers. And he started to transport people into town to shop like his own, like a bus company, a bus service. In addition, this brother was a deacon at the Hopewell Baptist Church. And on Sundays, he would transport people to various other churches, okay, with his truck that he converted, which he's using as a transport business as well, something else that he was into. Now, this brother Elmore Bowling, his business is thriving. His wife and his family are his business partners. He actually had 7 children. So as his business partners, he had his wife, Bertha May Nowden Bowling, and 7 children. Okay. These children would also, work with him. They would work in various aspects of the business. And when the business, as far as this transport business is concerned, when he transported people into town to go shopping or go to other churches and things like that, he offered prepared foods and drinks to sell to his riders. They also offered ice cream, which was a big deal because at that time, to have a freezer was a luxury. Most people didn't have a freezer. So the family, they sold a lot of ice cream, okay? Something very interesting about this brother Elmore Bowling, he didn't have the opportunity to go to school. So he couldn't read or write. So he did value education, and he valued that for his children. So while his children did work with the family business, he wanted to make sure that they got a good education. So at the times, they had different parts in the year where they only offered school, or school was only in session for colored children. And that would be 4 months a year that black children can go to school. So what Elmore Bowling did was he placed his oldest children, whose names are Lewis and Elmore Jr., in school in town. So when they went to school in town, they stayed at school in town. Then they would return every Friday to work for the family business. Okay. So he made sure his children went to school to get education, and they also learned the business aspect, and they worked hard with the family business. Now, one of these, this brother Elmore Bowling's businesses that he had, in addition to the farming, the delivery of the scrap metals and other things, and livestock and the food services, he had a community fish fry on the weekends, and his children would work with this as well when they came home from school. Now, this brother Elmore Bowling is working. He's successful. He's doing his thing. He built a reputation for being a reliable, trustworthy businessman. So just like any other businesses in our history, when you see a brother like Elmore Bowling doing his thing and he's an honorable black man, the white man is watching. Okay, the white man is watching. Although they do hate black people, they need the job done, and they need it done right, because these people have businesses and they want to make money too. So what they're going to do, some of them, is choose, hardworking, reliable people that would also help them with their business over anybody else. So the white man and white businesses started to hire Elmore Bowling to haul, big jobs for them, mainly transporting livestock and things like that to the stockyard. So he's doing his thing. He's doing that. He's working. He has a couple businesses going. Now, Elmore Bowling himself, he had 40 farmhands working for him. Okay. So he had 40 people working for him as well. He also was known to pay more than a white man paid. And on his farm, he grew cotton, corn, sugarcane, peanuts. He raised hogs, cows, goats, geese, chickens, all kinds of things. Okay. And again, he was known to pay more than the white man. Now, business is picking up and expanding for the brother Elmore Bowling. And he's able to buy his first tractor trailer truck. So he goes and he purchases a tractor trailer truck. Okay. Then what he did was he converted his original short truck that he had into a milk truck. So now he has a milk truck as well. And he would use this to create additional income for sharecroppers who didn't have work when cotton season was out. So he's thinking about his people. Okay. These sharecroppers, they work hard. Cotton season is only a specific season. When it's not cotton season for these hardworking black sharecroppers, they need something else to do to make money. So he would give them more work so that they can earn money, in this milk business that he created. So what he did was he provided the cows, the sharecroppers would milk them, and on weekdays, his drivers would collect the milk from the sharecroppers who worked with the cows and milked them and transport this, to sell at the white-owned dairies. Okay. Now his sharecropping team that he had that was working with the cows and preparing the milk, they worked very hard and they would get something called a monthly milk check. And that monthly milk check would supplement their sharecropping income that they're not getting anymore. So this is a good man right here. Okay. They would get a check, and these people were very happy to get this money, because before, when it wasn't in season for them to make money as sharecroppers, they pretty much didn't have money. Okay. So that's a good thing. That's a great thing. So everybody's, getting paid. Everybody's being taken care of. Everybody's doing okay for themselves. Elmore Bowling created a situation so that his people can eat and live and survive. And he also can have an additional stream of income. Okay. Now, this brother Elmore Bowling was also known as somebody who was so generous, he would give people anything. He would let his people borrow anything. He had a reputation for that. And his reputation was one where the only way that he wouldn't help you is if you didn't ask. Okay. If people use his transportation service and they didn't have money for the fare, he would give them a pass. If somebody couldn't repay a loan, he would just cancel the debt. Okay. Now, time goes on. The brother Elmore Bowling's trucking business, very successful, very successful. He added a brand new tractor trailer. He hired more drivers. He was known to pay well. Again, he was known to pay better than the white farmers. He also provided a place for his employees to live and sleep at. He often said, as long as a man will work, he has a place to stay. Now, at the height of his farming and trucking success, he was able to acquire property and establish a general merchandise store. He had a gasoline pump, and his store was a place for gathering black people in the community. So the black people, they hung out at his store. That's what it was known for. Problem in this whole situation, people, from our history, the problem, white Americans, okay? White Americans. As the brother Elmore Bowling's business thrived, there were white men who were irate and pissed off because other white companies would hire Elmore Bowling's company over them for hauling jobs. Of course, because he was better at the job. They were also upset that Elmore Bowling had enough money to lease land and build a general store. They were pissed off. These white people were just sitting back envious and angry and mad. So what they decided to do is retaliate. Now, this is white American history. This is what they're known to do. So in retaliation, what they did was they conspired to kill Elmore Bowling, and they did so on December 4th, 1947.
So you lost her again? We already killed our entire family. We had her cornered! What was the point of that? If she gets so...
Why are they chasing you?
To get their hands on this.
What's that?
It's a key to my family's secret safe. My parents entrusted it to me.
Well, it's not worth dying over, is it? I'd get rid of that thing.
I'd never do that! My mama and papa, they gave their lives to protect it.
Blue can't represent you anymore. Nobody's gonna represent you anymore. I mean, you're blackballed. Nobody's gonna want to work with you. You understand?
Who told me that this kid was on a watch list. There's a $50,000 hit out on this kid, and you may want to do something about it.
No, the Klan ain't contributing to the problem. You can just sit back and let the blacks do their own job. I mean, let them keep killing each other in record numbers. We ain't got to, the Klan ain't got to go out and kill blacks no more. We just drop off some liquor in their town and some guns, and they do it themselves.
So I don't trust nobody. Let's be motherfucking clear, man. Any one of y'all can end up like trash. Everyone in here is suspect.
And don't forget about me, Grace. I could have done it.
All right, well, did you do it?
I mean, no, but I totally could have.
The black community shunned me.
All right, man, I'm just trying to give you some game. You want to make some money here?
Need your support. I feel like my life is in jeopardy. 2 people that were on Zeus Network are now deceased. Raina Dunlap was on her way to a Baddies audition and was found deceased inside of a abandoned building. Jay Hefner, 1 month after filming with Zeus Network, was mysteriously deceased as well. Why is Zeus Network not saying anything about Raina Dunlap or Jay Hefner? I'm not about to be the third person, so I'm gonna speak out on this. Somebody's definitely been following me. Mysterious stuff has been happening. Somebody mysteriously drove their car through my living room. And I thought that a female gave them, because Zeus has been very persistent trying to get my address. I don't know why, because they know I have no interest in dealing with them whatsoever. I had my friend reach out to a female to ask her if she gave Zeus Network my address, and my friend is in his own neighborhood, and 2 hours after asking her, 2 random men come and stab him in the back of his head, and he's now in the hospital. This isn't no coincidence, okay? Look into all the contestants' names on the show. They all have Greek mythology. All names refer to Greek mythology. Look into that, man. Zeus is demonic. I don't have enough money to go against these people. These people want to harm me. This is an attack on blue-collar workers. That's exactly why they're trying to emasculate me in the films that they're showing.